you go. All right, now, Betty. Concentrate. Airplane. Oh, 60s. Texas. Answer.
Fly American.
Is it Fly American? It is not.
Oh, my God.
What's happened to Betty?
You're going to save us.
Hey, I want to ask you something. Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh, okay. Here, take a look at this.
So me you're slapping.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Lucy, pass or play.
In a speech this afternoon, Biden is detailing major changes to his COVID-19 winter plan. The 500 million rapid tests will be ordered on a website and shipped to Americans starting in January. The federal government will also establish new testing sites and use the Defense Production Act to help manufacture more tests. Biden is also prepared to deploy an additional 1,000 troops with medical skills to assist hospitals buckling under the virus surge. Additionally, he's immediately sending federal medical personnel to Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, Arizona, New Hampshire, and Vermont. There are additional plans to ready additional ventilators and protective equipment from the national stockpile as well, expanding hospital resources. And as a backstop, the Federal Emergency Management Agency will deploy hundreds of ambulances and paramedic teams so that if one hospital fills up, they can transport patients to open beds in another facility. Biden's speech comes after he himself was exposed to COVID-19. The White House reports a mid-level staffer who doesn't regularly have contact with Biden was with him for about 30 minutes during a flight from South Carolina to Philadelphia Friday. The staffer was fully vaccinated and had received a booster and tested negative before the flight. Biden has since tested negative as well, and per CDC guidance, can go about his regular schedule. And as
resources to keep those schools open. You can get 5 to 11-year-olds vaccinated, a tool we didn't have until last month. Today, we don't have to shut down schools because of a case of COVID-19. Now, if a student tests positive, other students can take the test and stay in the classroom if they're not infected, rather than closing the whole school or having to quarantine. We can keep our K through 12 schools open. It's exactly what we should be doing. So, folks, let me summarize. We should all be concerned about Omicron, but not panicked. If you're fully vaccinated, especially if you got your booster shot, you are highly protected. If you're unvaccinated, you're at a higher risk of getting severely ill from COVID-19, getting hospitalized, and even dying. So the best thing to do is get fully vaccinated and get your booster shot. And no, this is not March of 2020. 200 million people are fully vaccinated. We're prepared. We know more. We just have to stay focused. So that's where we stand. Now let me tell you about the additional steps I'm ordering today to take on what is coming. I know you've heard a lot of this in the news already this morning. 3 weeks ago, I laid out a COVID-19 action plan for this winter that prepared us for this moment. Today, we're making the plan even stronger. First, we're setting up our vaccination and booster efforts. We're stepping it up significantly. In the past 2 weeks, we've seen the highest vaccination rates since last spring. And we aren't as vaccinated as a country as we should be, though. That's why we have added 10,000 new vaccination sites on top of the 80,000 sites that we already had in place. And even more will open in January. You know, there's some parts of this country where people are very eager to get their booster, where it's harder to get an appointment, excuse me. So starting in
Chicago town, they say that started the fire that burned Chicago down. That's the story that went around, but here's the real lowdown.
And simply telling vaccine-hesitant Georgians to get immunized.
The issue of telling unvaccinated folks to get vaccinated, that ship has sailed. That if you're not going to get vaccinated, you really need to get a KN95 mask. This mask will protect you from getting COVID and protect you from giving COVID to others.
Dr. Bennett says it's okay to get together with your family for the holidays. He says just get vaccinated, get tested, and of course, wear the masks. In Northeast Atlanta, Christopher King, Fox 5 News.
Die each year from the flu, and it can put as many as 700,000 people in the hospital. While cases of Omicron rise across the nation, health experts say they still see people getting infected with the Delta variant. That leaves many questions like, can you get infected with both? Our Matt Gregory set out to verify.
Our research and experts say, yes, you can be infected with both. But before you get alarmed, they also say that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be a more severe infection. We verified. Can you get infected with both the Delta and Omicron coronavirus variants at the same time? Well, to find out, we went to Dr. Saralyn Mark, a former senior medical advisor at the White House, the CDC, and 2 peer-reviewed studies on co-infection. So the answer is yes. According to a study published in January of 2021 from Fevale University in Brazil, back then, researchers found evidence of co-infections of multiple virus strains in patients. And this checked out with another study from 2020, where French researchers at the Pierre-Louis Institute of Epidemiology and Public Health found the same thing. 2 strains of COVID-19 in one body. Our expert, Dr. Saralyn Mark, said even though it is possible not to be alarmed, a co-infection doesn't necessarily mean it'll be more severe. It's just something that researchers need to monitor. So yes, it is possible to get co-infected with both the Delta and Omicron variants.
Dr. 60 years old, who was unvaccinated and had been infected with COVID-19 previously, passed away. The man was reportedly at higher risk of severe complications from COVID-19 due to his underlying health conditions. Much is still unknown about the Omicron strain, but all indications are that vaccines offer the best chance at avoiding hospitalization and death. Booster shots for the already. This recall is out of an abundance of caution. Still, consumers are asked to throw out the products and are eligible for reimbursement by the company.
I'd sooner kiss a toad.
Well, there are plenty of other fish in the sea. Of course, for them, I should have white wine. All right, we're going to put you to sleep now. When you wake up, you'll be good as new. Assuming you were good when you were new.
Firefighters with the Reliance Fire Company in Woodstown were doing their annual tour with Santa on the engine when they spotted smoke in the eaves of a 3-story home. Santa and the fire crews alerted the family inside and no one was hurt. The blaze was ultimately contained to the walls and floors before being extinguished. The cause appears to be a chimney malfunction, and crews say the family was lucky firefighters were there. The rural location means a response would not have been quick.
See those lights up there, those signs up there? You know, when y'all go running through that crosswalk when somebody's trying to use it, you know, there's a line there in the street that says stop. Signs all over the place, and y'all can't see those damn red lights. Well, I'm gonna get me a damn paintball gun for my Christmas. And you get your car all got shot up with paintballs when you run through this crosswalk. When somebody's trying to use it like me, you'll know why. Hey, this shit ain't supposed to happen. It's my goddamn turn to use a crosswalk and I can't use it. Look at you, in the way. Move, please. I'm trying to get to the crosswalk. I'm in the middle of the street. Damn, pay attention. See how stupid people are?
You'd be getting a whole lot more books, socks, and underwear.
Fill in at the places that he can't be in. He can be in many places at one time, but he cannot be in all places at the same time.
This is a real Santa Claus body double.
With the senator, House progressives are bitter over what they consider as unwillingness to negotiate. Some are even calling for a Senate vote immediately to force Manchin to put his no vote on the record.
We have got to bring this bill to the floor. I think, frankly, we look like fools to the American people when month after month after month, quote-unquote, negotiations are ongoing.
You look like fools to the American people anyway.
Yeah, no problem. You know who it was, don't you? Who leaked the information? It was Santa. Why would he do that? Well, he wanted to make sure that the children of the world remain connected to the true magic and the secrets with everything he does. But
Shut down on I-20. The debris is being moved off to the side, the crash impacting at least one left lane of your eastbound ride as well. So delays are backed up past the downtown.